Hi everyone, we're going to do a pyramid problem. Um, this one is one of the original 7 wonders of the world. The original height, I don't want to say this word, Cheops. I said it, okay, so I don't know if I said it right. The original height was 480 feet and 11 inches, but because due to the loss of the stones, it's now shorter. So we have to find the current height of the pyramid using this information in the drawing. So this is the drawing basically that they give you. And what I did is I went ahead and divided these two triangles up. So the red one here is right here, this triangle. And the blue one is the larger triangle. So we're going to have to use both of those. So we're going to have an equation 1 using the law of sines, and we're going to have an equation 2 using the law of sines. So if you want to pause this and write these down, because I'm going to have to go to the next page. So the first one we're going to do is this red triangle, and you can pause it and write the information down, and just use the law of sines. So we're going to try to find the height to both of these, the height for this one and the information for this one, and then set them equal to each other. Okay, so first one, the red one, equation 1. We have sine of 46.27 degrees over the height equals the sine of, what is it? 43.73. That's 43.73 degrees over x plus 100. All right. Now we're going to cross multiply, so we get x plus 100 sine of 46.27 degrees equals h times sine, cross multiplying, sine of 43.73 degrees. I'm going to distribute here, and you get x sine of 46.27 degrees plus 100 times sine of 46.27 degrees equals h times sine of 43.73. All right. Now we're going to solve for x. So basically, I'm just going to subtract. First of all, I'm going to subtract this. So we get h sine 43.73 degrees minus 100 sine of 46.27 degrees. And then I'm going to divide by this. So then we're dividing by this. Divide it by sine of 46.27 degrees. And this actually equals your x. So I just subtract and then divide. Okay? Now we're going to do equation 2. And the equation 2 is this blue one. So we have 49.7 here. And then we also, it's different because we have 200 plus x. So we do equation 2 now. And do the same procedure. We're going to get sine of 40.3 degrees over h equals sine of 49.7 degrees over x plus 200. All right, you're going to cross multiply, and you get x plus 200 times sine of 40.3 degrees equals h times sine of 49.7 degrees. Now we're going to distribute. We get x sine of 40.3 degrees plus 200 times sine of 40.3 degrees equals h times sine, it's a times, sine 49.7 degrees. Now I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to subtract this from both sides, and then I'm going to divide this. So basically I'm going to get x equals h times sine of 49.7 degrees minus 200 sine of 40.3 degrees, and then you divide. That's just like solving equations. And you get sine of 40.3 degrees. All right, so that's your two equations. Now, we're going to set these two equations together. We have a system of equations, and I have two x's. So I have my first, since they're both x's here, I have an x here and an x here. I set them equal to each other, and I'm going to solve for h. All right, so it's just using substitution. So I have h times sine. Again, you should have this written down. 73 degrees minus 100 sine. I'm going to have to write a little smaller. Sorry, guys. So I'm not going to have enough room. So let me write a little smaller. H times sine 43.73. I'm not going to put the degrees. It's degrees times minus 100 sine of 46.27 degrees all over sine of 46.27 degrees equals h times sine of 49.7 degrees minus 200 sine of 40.3 degrees all over sine of 40.3 degrees. Now, I'm going to cross multiply, and when I cross multiply to save time, I'm going to be multiplying sine 40.3 times both of these. So just to save time, I'm going to go ahead and distribute as I multiply. So I'm multiplying this by this term, and then I'm going to multiply it also by this. So we get, and I'm going to have to split the screen here. So we're going to have h, copying this down, sine of 43.73 times this sine of 40.3 minus, and I'm going to write this part down, 100 sine of 46.27 times this again, sine of 40.3 degrees. All right? So that's crossing this up with that and then distributing. And now it's going to equal, and what I'm going to do now is cross multiply this up to here and do the same thing. So this equals h sine of 49.7 times sine of 46.27 minus 200 sine of 40.3 times, this is times 2, sine of 46.27. All right, so these two should all be in one line, but I couldn't fit it on there. Now we're going to solve for h by dividing, basically, there an H here? Okay, so I'm going to group my H's together and move everything over. So basically I'm going to group my H's together and move the others on the other side. So basically I'm going to have H sine of 43.73 times sine of 40.3 minus, so what I'm doing is I'm subtracting this from both sides, minus H times sine 49.7 sine of 46.27. So then on the equal side, I'm going to move this guy over. So this is going to equal 100 sine of 46.27 times sine of 40.3 minus this 200 sine of 40 times sine 46.27. When you're writing this down, if you are, it's better if you have this, you put your paper in landscape mode so you can see this more clearly. Now when we factor out an H here, so I'm just going to factor out an H here. So I'm going to get H times sine 43.73 times sine of 40.3 minus sine of 49.7 times sine 46.27. And I'm not going to copy this one down again. So basically when you do that, you set these two equal to each other. And then you're going to divide, because you're solving for H. So it's very long. So basically you get H. Let's do a different color. I'll do gray. So we have H. No, I don't like that. I'll do orange. H equals 100 sine of 46.27 degrees times sine of 40.3 degrees minus 200 sine of 40.3 degrees times sine of 46.27 degrees divided by that part I told you to divide by earlier, which is sine of 43.73 degrees times sine of 40.3 degrees minus sine of 49.7 degrees times sine of 46.27 degrees. All right. Now, when you do this, I think the best thing to do is do the numerator, put that in the calculator first, get your answer, then divide by the denominator so you can be accurate. And you should get approximately 449.36 feet. So that's the current height of the pyramid. Okay. That's all. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye.